Okay, guys. Actually, we have reached to the last section where I have demonstrated multiple and several key programming through OBD for too many car makes. But before I start this video, I want to tell you important information. You might find my voice here commenting on this video, but in the other videos, you might find silent video only showing the step by step operation for OBD programming. Guys, in case you decided and you to buy your key programmer and you have decided to go with OTIL 608 or either 608 Pro or 60 Pro 2, you will find there in the screen, in the tablet screen, demonstration icon. I want you to go to this demonstration icon and you start practicing OBD programming. You will find it easy for you to demonstrate yourself step by step and what you expect from every and each car make during the programming. Some car makes need PIN code and the key programmer will be able to read the PIN code. Some car makes need to prepare universal key. Some car makes need to sometime make OTIL I key through XB400. I will show you in the next video how to generate OTIL I key and how to update it also, and how to get also. I give you many methods to get the right key for which car. The first method I give you during the course was the manual reference, transponder reference book by NWUK. This is good reference for you for every and each aspect regarding the transporter ship, which leash tool, which key, how it could be programmed through EEPROM or OBD. The second and faster method to get the key information is through OTIL 608. And you will have too many examples in the last section where I go to something called vehicle MO information. Once you click there, you will find the key details, ship type, ship number, code, and how the key looks like. And also, I will show you in the videos which one is compatible with X-Horse and could be programmed through universal key by X-Horse. Okay, I hope this information is clear for you. So please note that you will have silent video without voice in the last section. And I would again encourage you, in case you have any confusion or any question, do not hesitate to use Q&A feature in Udemy. You just Q&A means question and answer. You can just type your question. I will answer it whenever applicable to me. The faster way also to join the Facebook community that I have created for two types of people. The first type, which is the our Udemy students, it will be membership for you, and the other type of people will be the licensed locksmith. You can post once we approve your membership. Okay, you will post your question there, your concern, whatever you want to ask about it, and we will be happy to answer it right away. Okay, guys, please note that. So now I will keep you to continue with the OD. And by the way, for OD guys, for the first 1 or 2 years from your business, do not try all keys lost for OD car. It's very risky and you might have expensive mistakes, cause damage to the client car. So for OD specifically, you need just to go with add key when the client need to add the key. Okay, so you can do this job easily through Auto 608. After 1 2 years, once you practice on other car makes and you gain more experience, you can then go to OD all keys lost. Okay, guys. Now I will keep you with step by step video for add key for Audi A1. So I will comment here actually. So I will make it more clearer for you. See from where we get the key information. Vehicle IMO information. So you will get the exact and correct details for that key through the OBD. Again, I will tell you for Audi, don't use universal remotes. Even if it's mentioned it's compatible, okay? For Audi, I prefer to use the original always. So this is how you get the key information through OTIL 608 for most of the cars. The same concept. IMO information, vehicle, IMO information. You will see in the other videos also, once I'm getting here, I will check my key tool max to see which X-Horse remote is compatible with that certain car. But specifically for Audi guys, do not rely on universal remotes. This is my advice. Here I'm showing you also X-Horse can show you compatible. But my personal advice to not go with universal specifically for Audi. For other car makes, yes, it's reliable. Okay? You can just get used OEM OD key from the scrap and you can renew it, unlock it, and then program it. This is would be most secure way to program OD. Okay. Otherwise, you might not accept OD jobs at the beginning of your journey. Okay. So I want just to recap. First, I will connect the OBD. I will go to the car, read VIN, going to the car system. Then I will go to vehicle IMO information to check the key information. Then I will go to X-Horse Key Tool Max to see if there is any compatible universal remote. I'm telling you, this is applicable for the whole last section, OBD programming, okay? And then you can generate the universal remote you like to do for the client. But for OD specifically, kindly try to avoid using um, universal keys. Guys, this is very valuable information. You are getting it from a very long experience. So I don't want you to do expensive mistakes. That's it, okay? So here we have step 1, step 2, step 3, read IMO data, make dealer key, learn key to the vehicle. So this is the 3 steps once we come to add key to Audi. And usually Audi even add key after 14 or 15 model is very risky also. So try to avoid it at the beginning. Unless you have a capable device like OTIL 608 Pro 2 specifically, okay? Here I'm just showing, for example, okay? This is universal key, you need to put it in the, by the way, for Audi add key, you need to use the XB400 as well. You need to put the key, the new key you want to program into the programmer so the programmer can program it to the car. So you can add the key, 2 keys, 3 keys as you like. And then just press OK. And you good to go. Once you have your OTIL, your XB400, your all tools, it will be easier for you to absorb this information. Now, the programmer asks you to put one place key 1, which is the original one, wait for 2 seconds, then press OK in the sensing area. Sensing area, this is where the key sensing area. If other key are too close to the coil, it may cause failure in the key learning. So the other key, be sure it's far enough from the sensing area, key sensing area. Last key, the second key, which the new one, again asking you to put it close to the sensing area. So you can notice that the device is guide you step by step. Now turn off the ignition and press the unlock button on every newly learned key in turn. So you can see it's easy instruction. Key learning succeeded. And thus, guys, you will find all videos in this section in the same way. I'm checking the vehicle key information. I'm checking universal if it's compatible or not, and then starting the program. Okay, please, any question? Just use Q&A. Thank you.